Hello everyone, this is Onyx Tier, back with another awesome Halo 5 video for you guys today. Very excited to be releasing more doubles action from the Munjaros. Got another matchup on Empire here, which arguably, possibly just as intense as the last one I posted. It's more Onyx Tier doubles action. This gameplay I'm going up against Maratones CH and Newera CH, and obviously from the gamer tags you can determine that they were a double team. So in this gameplay I'm playing with my Munjaro bro Celerities, hence it's going to be Munjaros doubles. Those legendary times with the Munjaros, but we've got another one right here. And it's a pretty good game on Empire. This was in the month of August when I played this game. This is my first few doubles matches on Halo 5 period, so I was still sort of getting used to it this time. Some of the other couple of matches I've played with Matt are sort of a bit more intense, and I would say that I've improved my skills in those games, but this one was very close down to the wire and was definitely one of my favourite ones, hence the upload. So as you can see guys, I'm playing on my Lee account again in this video, which I'm actually really fond of this account. I know it's an alternate since my main is Serenities, but I actually really like playing on this because I've got it up quite a high level now, and it's just a bit more fun, I guess, to use my first name as the gamer tag. So I'll probably be playing on Serenities just as much as I will be playing on Lee. So, but anyway, at the start, like no start from Matt and myself. I think Matt does get the OV. Obviously they got the camo, so I tried to do what I could at the start to suppress that and if possible take him out with the grenade, but unfortunately the camo player spots me and I can't really do much. But Matt makes a really nice play with his overshield to be able to get that kill with the first on the sentinel beam right there and get that guy really weak. Right there I thrusted a bit too far forward, so luckily Matt comes to my help and finishes that one off. So great plays from Matt, very strong start with the overshield. And I probably should have used his POV for the start, but in fact, like I think in both these games on Empire that I've uploaded, Matt generally does better in the stats department, but I really liked my POV for this one because towards the end of the game, that's where I kind of step up to sort of say, you know, Matt, don't worry bro, I've got you, I'm going to play good as well, don't worry. So, and actually with my POV at the end, there's quite a lot that you can see from my POV that happens, so that's why I chose my POV for this one. But generally last time, you know, Matt was the hero in the Stormtrocity matchup, but you know, really nice game right here against Maratones. Was really, and I actually played Maratones in Champ Free For All as well, and I used to play that back a long time ago now, and he was a good player then, but he's vastly improved now. In this doubles match, it was much more of an intense game than it was when I played him in Free For All, but right there, I anticipated the nade, but I honestly thought that the guy would have threw it before the time that when I decided to thrust. He was quite patient, decided to throw it a bit later, which really took me by surprise completely, and I was taken out right there, so that's really unfortunate. It's always important in Halo with whatever kind of players you're playing, and particularly with doubles though, that you use the buddy system, so you should always make sure that you're not too far away from your teammate in doubles, because if your teammate gets taken out, then it's going to be harder on you until your teammate spawns again. And obviously, you know, you always want to be close by with your partner, because if you get someone weak, you want to be there to finish off the kill. So it's all about taking sensible rotations when you play doubles. So right here we're coming up to the new power-ups, and I realised that the camouflage is going to come up, that's why I'm getting in position. Matt decides he's going to try and take his chances with the OB, which very nice play from him. Perhaps we could have worked closer together here. Unfortunately I do choke the camo battle for the camo there, and he's already grabbed that and takes me out. So a nice attempt to try and take him out, but there's not really much I could have done. I'm not sure how Matt fared here with the overshield in terms of getting it. As you can see, it's an enemy that does grab that, but Matt makes a really nice play at this point. He actually stayed alive even though that the enemy got the OS, and does get himself a kill right there. So it's pretty big plays from my Munjaro bro Celerities there, because staying alive when both both players have the power-ups is a really nice bit of play. Here on my death cam, I was getting call outs from Matt, you know, as soon as I spawn to look to him towards the pit, and immediately that's what I go to do so that he can try and stay alive. Unfortunately he does get taken out there, and unfortunately I couldn't win my 1v1, so that's just really unfortunate. Some really nice plays in the beginning though, considering we've lost the last set of power-ups. The damage wasn't that bad considering, and I think, you know, that's where Maratones and Newera take a bit of a control on this part of the game, but you know, we just have to make sure that we front it out and you know, do as best we can. Right there, Maratones on Newera, I couldn't see who that was, threw a Serenity's nades right on me, which rebounded off the sort of ramp leading up there to Red Turbine off the other side of the wall. So that was next level stuff. Really nice grenade from that chap. I couldn't really do anything about that. You know, should have been a bit more alert, I guess, but you know, really great nade. And Matt was quite impressed with it as well, so good job to whoever threw that grenade. But at this point here, Matt just gets unlucky with a 1v1, so I finish that off. Like I said, always staying close to my partner so I can finish off those opportunities and bag those kills, because obviously when you put in a lot of damage, you want to make sure that you or your partner is able to get that. At this point here, I just know that it's going to be an outside battle for the overshield. Matt knows the time, he got that down. That was some perfect double team from the Munjaros right there. Matt is telling me now go for the camo because they're both dead, so we can perhaps get the camouflage. Really big plays from the Munjaros right here. I am able to grab this. And at this point here, like, I could possibly die, but luckily I'm able to do a complete outplay there on Maratones and get the camo and get out of there. That's a really nice bit of play. Considering he had already naded the coil, he knew I was there, so to thrust over his head and get the AR beat down was just, that was pretty good play there, to be honest, from Serenity's right there. And right here, guys, just looking to use the camo safe. Obviously, I know that they're going to be somewhere like blue to security. As you can see, I've spotted one here. Attempt to nade. These nades could have been a little bit better, so I have to wait until my shields recharge for my camo to go full camo again. At this point, I'm able to get behind one and get the kill. It's a nice bit of play. And Matt tells me the other one's in top mid, so I go out to put some shots. And this is a really good opportunity for us to bag another kill here if we can get this guy. Unfortunately, he does manage to escape from Matt, which is a real shame. And I think as he escapes, his partner more or less spawns right with him, so Matt can't finish the kill, which is really unfortunate because that could have been a 2-kill game for us, and that ends up we only end up getting 1 kill out of that, and they get 2. So that was really unfortunate. You know, Halo 5 doubles. One thing I've noticed from playing it, from my first experience of playing it with Matt in these times, was the fact that, you know, sometimes the double team you're playing can get such a lucky spawn like right next to their partner, and sometimes it's really hard to combat and gives them quite an edge on that, you know, one moment of that battle. So at this point here, just trying to stay with Matt and put on shots. We know that they're sort of in the security to blue region still, so we're just trying to hold outside. It's a pretty nice area to hold on Empire doubles because obviously the overshield comes up every 2 minutes on the odd number from when it was grabbed. The odd minute it was grabbed, I mean, so it's a really important area to hold. Unfortunately here, Matt does get taken out, which is really unfortunate for us, and unfortunately I can't stay alive when the overshield comes up and lose that 1v1. Had I have won it, there might have been a chance we could have got that overshield, but I was getting flanked, so I'm not positive that we would have got that OV. I knew the time of the last camo, so I think I may have called that out to Matt, and hopefully he's grabbed that now. As you can see, the overshield player is looking to move in. But ever since they made that play to turn around my camo play and get 2 kills for themselves, we've been on the back foot a little bit, so we need to really get into it. Some sloppy shots here because of the angle. It was a little bit awkward the way it was directly underneath me. At this point I tried to finish Matt's kill that he puts towards that guy. He got a lot of damage on him, so I tried to finish him. Unfortunately he does escape. And I honestly thought there, as the guy was coming round, that the coils would have done more damage, but unfortunately they didn't. And on my def cam, it's very frustrating for me because I can see that they're both one shot and Matt's on his own and he's not going to be able to clear up any of those. So that's really unfortunate for us. Just getting a bit unlucky with all the fights that we've had this part in the game. Again, right here, just looking to do what I can and put some damage for Matt to get a kill. Really nice double team from Maratones and Newera at this point there. You know, playing really well. It's hard for Matt and I to actually get a kill at this moment in time, and Matt's just doing all he can to stay alive. At this point here, they are getting way too many kills. We need to put some back on the board, and they start to take a bit of a lead on us, so we need to really get back into this. That's a nice start with the double kill there. But to get back into this, we're going to really need that next OV and really play smart here. Really nice Serenity's nade right on point. I was really happy with that nade. That's going to suppress them for a while, allow Matt to push up. Because Halo is all about, in any playlist that you play, it's all about buying time for your team and, you know, keeping players weak and doing the maximal amount of damage while staying alive. Unfortunately there I do get outshot, so it's not much I could have really improved upon there, but just to be better, I suppose. But at this point here, just trying to put shots overhead for Matt. Bit of a bad nade on my part. It could have done some damage to Matt by telling him to come back, and he's able to finish off that kill, so nothing was lost. The OV comes up. We're in a good position to get it because one of them died, the one that we took out, and the other one is going to be on his own. So Matt with the OV does a really nice push here into security to try and fight for this camo, but also just to fight against them getting that, because that's going to be their next angle of attack. So at this point I grab the camo, and that's really good for us because now Matt had the overshield and I have the camo, and there's a good chance we can claw our way back into this game, even though that they are close to winning. So, and in fact this camo play is pretty much what does it for us here, is I think they now have 24 kills, so this is intense as comebacks can be, but we were able to pull it off, guys. As you can see, Serenity's getting the clutch camo kill here. This was the most dangerous point in the game after I got the AR beat down that player, because I think the other player, Maratones, was literally in the vicinity, and as I was moving out of the turbine area, he was literally about to shoot me, and I'll show you that at the end of the game. So that was really lucky on my part that I was able to get away with my life unscathed and bag a kill for us. At this point here, putting some nice damage on. I had no qualms with shooting that guy in the sneaky, because I knew that would draw out his partner if I started shooting him, so that was my sort of strategy when I was using the camo. And this is the play that I feel really loses Maratones and Newera the game. This is where we have a really intense standoff, and I've got to be honest with you, it was just so intense. It reminded me of like H4 doubles when sort of hiding towards the end of the game to confirm the win against a good competition. That's what this felt like. But we were just literally waiting for that next OV, because that was going to be our next strategy. We knew that the overshield was coming up first because we have both times. We have the camo time as well. So our final play at this point was to get that OV and then launch our final attack. And we honestly thought that Maratones and Newera would be realising that, and I think they do, because they don't push into the this side of the map. But we thought all they would have to do would do a successful flank here to win the game, but they actually allow us to get the overshield, which I don't really understand why they did that at this part, because honestly they just made it much easier for us to win, because we then acquired ourselves an overshield, and now we can launch our attack. So at this point I did see one of them, Matt's telling me that he spotted one going to security, so I decided not to be too far away from him, because if they get that camo then they could try and back smack him, and there you go, I back smacked the camo. So that's 25-24 win, guys, coming back from a 21 to I think it was 24 deficit on the preview screen of what I saw. But it just shows you how, if you play it smart with the power-ups, you can come back on the most intense of finishes. And, to beat a double team that has 24 kills over you, it's 25 to win, and you have, make a comeback on that. It's really shows you what great teamwork we displayed towards the end of the game there. And I'm happy we won this one, to be honest, because I think we deserved it more, because a lot of their kills that they did get was just us not being able to finish them, and then their other player spawned in and caused us a bit of trouble. At this point here I'm just showing you where AR beat down the guy with the camo, and I was one shot going in towards the pit, and I was trying to show you here that Maratones was literally so close to finishing me off, and that's what we see at the end of the game here. So guys, the final moments are just showing you how I was able to make the play of the camo and how I didn't get killed. And also the stats for after that. But I really hope you enjoyed this, more Munjaros doubles. Really enjoyed playing with Matt again in this match, and it was really intense towards the end and a really great game. This was Serenity's, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.